In this video, we are going to talk about top 10 police shoutouts, so before starting this video, please like this video, and subscribe to our channel for the future updates. From the streets of Minneapolis to the favelas of Rio de Janeiro, unlawful use of force by police can end in death, injury, and devastation. As we've seen too many times, in the USA and elsewhere, sometimes police kill or seriously injure people during arrests fueled by racism. In countless other cases, police are quick to use force in response to protests or demonstrations. Throughout 2019 and 2020, Hong Kong police have repeatedly deployed weapons like tear gas and rubber bullets in an unlawful way against protesters. Here's a list of the top 10 police shoutouts. Let's start. Number 10. North Hollywood Shootout. February 28, 1997. Following a failed bank robbery in North Hollywood, California, two heavily armed bank robbers, Larry Phillips, Jr. and Emil Matasariano, of whom were armed with several assault rifles, fired upon responding officers of the Los Angeles Police Department, which resulted in a firefight lasting 44 minutes, with over 2,000 rounds fired collectively from both sides. Number 9. FBI Miami Shootout. April 11, 1986. Two FBI agents and two suspects were killed in a prolonged and intense firefight between the FBI and bank robbery suspects William Maddox and Michael Platt in Miami, Florida. The event became one of the most famous shootouts in American history, with 10 participants, 8 FBI agents and 2 suspects, roughly 145 rounds fired, and 4 deaths. Number 8. Norco Bank Robbery Shootout. May 9, 1980. Prolonged shootout and chase between police in Norco, California, and 5 heavily armed bank robbers wearing military-style fatigues and armed with semi-automatic rifles, thousands of rounds of hollow-point bullets as well as various explosive and incendiary devices. Police responded to a bank robbery call in Norco. Upon arriving, the police were ambushed and outgunned. After the robbers unloaded over 300 rounds at police cruisers, the officers were forced to retreat behind their cruisers or nearby obstacles, all the while being fired upon. The suspects attempted to escape in their own vehicle. Number 7. Golden Dragon Massacre. September 4, 1977. The massacre took place at 2:30 a.m. at the Golden Dragon restaurant in San Francisco, California. A long-standing feud between two rival Chinatown gangs, the Doughboys and Huaqing, came to a head when a botched assassination attempt by the Doughboys at the restaurant led to 5 civilians, including 2 tourists, being killed, and 11 others injured. Number 6. Indianese Liberation Army, SLA, Shootout. May 17, 1974. A confrontation and gun battle between Los Angeles Police Department, LAPD, and 6 members of the Symbionese Liberation Army at a residential home at 1466 East 54th Street, Los Angeles. This remains one of the largest police shootouts in history, with a reported total of over 9,000 rounds being fired, 5,000 by police, 4,000 by the SLA. Every round fired by SLA members at the police missed the officers. During the incident, police fired tear gas into the house, unintentionally starting a fire. Number 5. Marin County Courthouse Shootout. August 7, 1970. In an attempt to free his brother, imprisoned Black Panther leader George Jackson, 17-year-old Jonathan Jackson entered a courthouse in Marin County, California with an arsenal of weapons. After storming into a room where a trial was taking place, Jackson armed defendant James McLean, who was on trial for murdering a prison guard, and 2 fellow convicts who were participating in the trial as witnesses, William Christmas and Rachel McGee. The 4 armed men then took the judge, a district attorney and 3 jurors hostage, and marched them out of the courthouse into a waiting getaway van. Number 4. Truman Assassination Attempt. November 1, 1950. Puerto Rican nationalists Oscar Collazo and Grazielio Torrezola got into a shootout with officers of the Capitol Police and Secret Service while attempting to break into the Blair House and assassinate President Harry Truman. By the end of the gun battle, Torrezola and Officer Leslie Kaffelt were killed in an event that firearms instructor Masadeu called the boldest attempt at home invasion in modern history. Number 3. Battle of Barrington. A plaque at the Barrington Park District in Barrington, Illinois commemorates the site of the Battle of Barrington, a 1934 shootout that claimed the lives of 2 FBI agents and resulted in the death of notorious Chicago gangster Babyface Nelson. November 27, 1934. Barrington, Illinois. Notorious bank robber Lester Gillis/George Babyface Nelson, his wife Helen, and gang member John Chase encountered an FBI car driven by agents Thomas Dade and William Ryan on a highway outside Barrington. Nelson pursued the FBI agents, exchanging gunfire with them until his car was disabled. Number 2. Little Bohemia. April 22, 1934. Manitowish Waters, Wisconsin. A team of FBI agents led by Special Agent Melvin Purvis attempted to ambush bank robber John Dillinger and his gang at the Little Bohemia Lodge, a hotel and restaurant being used as a hideout. The ambush was botched when a truck full of civilian Conservation Corps workers who had been dining at the lodge was misidentified as Dillinger's men by the agents, who opened fire, killing one of the civilians and wounding 2 more. Dillinger and his men briefly exchanged gunfire with Purvis's men before fleeing out the back of the lodge. FBI agent W. Carter Baum was killed, and another agent wounded, by Babyface Nelson during the gang's escape. Number 1. Kansas City Massacre. June 17, 1933. Kansas City, Missouri. In an attempt to free their friend, a criminal gang ambushed 7 FBI agents and Kansas City police at the train station as they were escorting captured fugitive Frank Nash back to prison. The FBI agents were unarmed, but the local police exchanged fire with the criminal gang. The gang unintentionally killed Nash along with the law officers. The FBI claimed that the gang included Charles "Pretty Boy" Floyd, but the evidence is debatable and contradicts with Floyd's alleged presence. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.